Welcome back to the channel all about cooking for beginners. And today we're going to learn about how to sear meat to get that good golden brown crust and flavor. What we have here are 2 ribeye steaks that I salted and let sit in the fridge for 40-ish minutes that I'm now patting dry. We salt in advance to make sure the salt has time to fully penetrate the interior of the meat and allows the meat to hold moisture better. This way we season the whole cut instead of just the surface. And we pat dry because surface moisture will impede browning, as the water will mean that the surface steams instead of sears. Make sure to dry it out everywhere. Next, I like to put a bit of oil, then turn on the stove to max and wipe the oil all over the pan like I'm trying to clean it. This develops a non-stick layer called the patina and makes flipping easier. Dab a tiny bit of water on the pan, and if it starts dancing in the pan, you're good to go, as the pan is now hot enough. Add a little more oil and swirl it around. Gently lay the steaks down away from you so that no hot oil splashes back and burns you. I like to let the steaks sit and not touch them for 2 to 3 minutes on medium-high heat. Any movement or disturbance will disrupt the contact the steak has with the pan and interrupt that browning process. Make sure you hear a constant sizzle and not a hiss of steaming or boiling. If that happens, take the steak out, dry off the surface, charge the pan with heat again, then try searing afterwards. So we have some okay browning, not that great, but I had to flip now because my steaks are on the thinner side. Letting them sit any longer and they will brown, but will take in so much heat energy that the inside won't be medium rare. Here we can see the difference between searing and steaming. The sear leads to a lovely golden brown color that's crusty and delicious, and the steaming leads to gray meat. While it can taste good, that's not what we're aiming for in this video. I let this side sear for another 2 to 3 minutes on medium-high. Flip it again and let this side sear for about 1 minute, just to get more browning. And we can see some decent browning on the side that was just cooking. And finally we flip and sear again for 1 minute. Now it's critically important that we let the steaks rest for 5 minutes or so. This way the muscles relax and reabsorb some of those juices. Like having a straw filled with water and squeezing the center so liquid comes out the ends. This is what happens during cooking. By letting the meat rest so that liquid can flow back into the center and we have juicier meat. Once again, I have the pan and made the patina for it. Flick some water to test if the pan is hot enough. We can see that the water is dancing on the top, so we add some more oil. Add the pork chops, again laying away from us to avoid splatters. I didn't record it, but I also salted these 40-ish minutes in advance and patted dry the surface. Again, let the pork chops sit without touching them for 2 to 3 minutes on medium-high heat and flip them afterwards. We have some okay browning, but we can do better. The reason why we flip before getting the complete browning is to gently cook the inside. Letting it sit on one side for too long, I find, heats the inside too aggressively and overcooks it. The flipping allows crust development while retaining a moist interior. Flipped them again and added a bit more oil as the pan was looking dry. Let these guys cook up for 1 minute on this side on medium to medium-high to finish the sear. And now we can take the chops out of the pan and also let them rest for 5 minutes to stay juicy. Here are those pork chops after resting. Key takeaways are to salt in advance, dry the surface of the meat, charge the pan with enough heat, and disturb the meat as little as possible once it's in the pan, only touching when flipping it. This technique can be used for any quick cooking proteins that you want to develop a golden brown crust on. I hope you found this guide to searing meats useful, and for more tips, tricks, and videos, please like, comment, and subscribe.